Greetings, folks. My name is Jeff. I work at the Micro Center Tech Support in St. David's. I've been asked to put together a little video to help you deal with some of the problems that you face with your PC without always having to come in or make a frustrating phone call. First thing I want to talk to you about are the temporary and temporary internet file folders in Windows. And I get this question a lot. Most people ask me, how can I make my computer run faster, more efficiently, and reclaim some space? Internet Explorer has a way of removing those files itself, but sometimes it leaves behind a lot of mess. Think of the temporary internet and temporary files as sort of scratch paper, like you used to use when you used to do math problems at school. The problem is eventually you start running out of paper, and you have to crumple up the paper and start fresh. Windows, their idea is that if some of the files from your internet experience are stored locally on your PC, it'll take less time to load the pages and be more efficient. But of course, it runs out of paper, and it needs to be cleaned up every now and then. And Windows is not very efficient in that cleanup. So I've written up a document that if you come into the Micro Center Tech Support, if you happen to be in St. David's, I've printed something out that you could use. But I'm going to show you in a video on how to do that, clean out those files in both Windows Vista and 7 as well as Windows 2000 or XP. They are both decidedly different from each other, so I'm going to give you both so that you have a place to go. Starting with Windows 7 and Windows Vista, quickest way to get to these files is to first turn on the ability to view hidden folders in the computer. How you do that is you go over to your taskbar where you have this little yellow icon called Windows Explorer. Open that up, and then when Windows Explorer opens up, go to the Organize menu. In Organize, go to Folder and Search Options, and click on View. In View, you have four things to look at: Hidden Files and Folders. You set it to Show Hidden Files and Folders. As you see, I have that ticked off. Underneath are three additional boxes: Hide Empty Drives, Hide Extensions, and Hide Protected Operating System Files. Make sure these are unchecked so that everything is visible to you, including the hidden secret files we're about to delete. Once this is set up, go to your local disk. Open that up. One of the folders in your local disk will be called Users. You may have more than one user on your computer. I'm going to use mine, which is Owner, and I'm going to show you how to get in there and delete the files. You'll have to do this for each of the users in this folder, not including all users, default or default user or public. Those are not necessary. In the User folder, mine is Owner. Open that up, and then you'll see App Data at the top. Open that up. In here, you'll see Local. Open that up. Then you'll see Microsoft. Open that up. And then you'll see a folder called Windows. Open that up. In here are your temporary internet files. As you can see, I have a big mess of temporary internet files. So I will go to Organize, select All, and then once again Organize, and Delete. Confirm, because it doesn't matter. Every single one of these files is not necessary. They can all be deleted. And as soon as it's done, you have a clean piece of scratch paper to work with. One additional folder you want to look into is, go back to your local disk, and then go to Windows. And then in Windows, Windows has its own Temp folder. So you're going to want to find that folder. In mine, it's a little bit complicated because I have a lot of files. Inside the Windows Temp folder is another complete mess of temporary files. You may have to confirm access to this folder because Windows isn't just going to give you access to it. Once again, select All, Organize, Delete, Confirm. Sometimes one of these files may not let you delete it because it's in use. Don't worry about that. That's not all that important. The most important thing is you get rid of as much of them as possible. Close this up. Find your recycle bin wherever you keep it. Right-click the recycle bin, empty recycle bin, confirm that, and you are set. You now have a clean Windows 7 or Windows Vista system. Now we're going to switch to Windows XP. It's a slightly different place to do this in Windows XP, so we're going to do this as well. Click Start and go to Run. Type in Explorer. Enter. Windows Explorer will open up. You're going to do the same thing as before, but you're going to do it in a different place here. Click Tools and then Folder Options. Very important. We have to expose those secret hidden folders that we can't see without this. Click View, and then you have again these special little windows, 3 of them. Show hidden files, hide extensions, and hide protected operating system files. Click Show, and then make sure these 2 are unchecked, and then click OK. In here, you have a different place to find these files. Go to your operating system drive on my computer. It'll be called Local Disk C. In Local Disk C, you will have a folder called Documents and Settings. In Documents and Settings are your users, like before. Ours is Triage, because that's the room we work in here. Open that folder up, and in here, you're going to see a folder called Local Settings. Open that up. In Local Settings, you're going to see Temp and Temporary Internet Files. Now, with Windows 2000 and Windows XP, there's another little secret place they don't tell you about. And you only see this if you're working on a user that you're not currently logged into. But if this user is you, first thing you do in Temporary Internet Files is Edit, Select All, and then Edit and Delete, or File and Delete, sorry. File and Delete, confirm the deleting, and they'll be gone. To get to the secret place, go up to where it says See Documents and Settings, Triage, Local Settings, Temporary Internet Files. Remember, Triage is to be replaced by your name or your user. Put a backspace and type in content.ie5. That will open up the secret folder with other secret files in them that you will go Edit, Select All, File, and Delete. Just like before, confirm, say yes to all. It's all important. All must be cleared up. And as you can see, my Windows is having trouble deleting one of the files, but that's all right. Click OK. You've cleaned out 99% of them, and that's what's important. And as with before, with the Windows Vista and the Windows 7, you're going to want to go back to your Local Disk C. You go to your Windows folder. And in the Windows folder, of course, is going to be a temp. This will be a little bit easier to get into because Windows XP and Windows 2000 doesn't hog the folder without permissions. All the temporary files that are in here, once again, you click Edit, select All, File, Delete, confirm your delete. As you can see, it's having trouble with a few files. I'm going to let that go because it's not as important as getting it as clean as possible. Close your window. Find your recycle bin once again. Empty recycle bin. And you are done. You have cleaned the temporary and temporary internet files out of Windows XP, Windows 2000, Windows Vista, and Windows 7. That concludes my video. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good day.